You're ready then? Cam looked closely at the spirit for confirmation. Stand and follow Zackie. She will take you home. I saw the spirit rise and take hold of Zackie's collar. As a dog led the spirit away from the grave, Cam said to me, They need to move quickly now, before he relapses back into his former state of mind. Shield your eyes. Do not look into the place Zackie goes. Turning away towards the church, I remembered the last time this happened, and I hoped not to be blinded again. A massive flash of light erupted behind me at the same time that I detected a red blinking light near the church wall. Squinting into the darkness, the shadow of a man was revealed holding what was probably a camera. Cam, there's someone here. We both stared at the blinking red light and then began walking towards it. Cam bellowed as he advanced on the man. Oi, what are you doing there? The camera lowered and I detected maybe a moment's indecision on the part of the person filming. The man holding the camera stood his ground and did not move. I saw everything you did. I have it on film. As we got nearer, I recognized the idiot man. Cam folded his arms across his chest. What exactly do you think you saw? You were talking to something out there. I saw the girl almost fall. We were only paying our respects to one of my ancestors, Cam improvised. The dog jumped on the girl and she almost fell. I'm afraid my dog is not as well behaved as she ought to be. As if a demonstration were necessary, Zackie took that moment to appear out of the darkness and jump on Cam. She then proceeded to stick her nose in the idiot man's crotch. As I shook my head in disbelief, she turned to look at me with a grin that showed the tips of her canines. Cam had not lied about her sense of humor. The man backed away from Zackie. No, I don't believe you. I saw a light just now. It flashed on and then off. I can show it to you. The man pressed some buttons on the camera and a replay of what we'd just done came up on the screen. The recording was infrared and showed shapes outlined in red, yellow, and purple moving about on the screen. Fortunately, the recording lacked a clear sound. He had been too far away from the action and none of our words had been captured. Cam pointed to the screen just as the recording showed a dog shape jumping on a human shape. What did I tell you? The man narrowed his eyes. Keep watching. The film concluded with a small flash of white light and then reddish-yellow shapes that must have been us approaching the camera. I wondered at the small flash of light, given my experiences with the real thing. Apparently, technology could not capture what I sensed. Cam snorted. You saw a firefly. What of it? It's too early in the season for fireflies. I know what I saw. The man's jaw set stubbornly as he flipped the camera closed. You were talking to something out there. This is interesting footage and I'd like to use it for my show. I'm willing to pay you. Cam shook his head. I'm sorry, but no. The man scrubbed at his face with his free hand and looked up tiredly at Cam and me. I stared at his smeared eyeliner. I'm sorry. We've gotten off on the wrong foot. My name is Lucas Tremaine. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone here. You can see from the footage that no one can tell who you are. Would you please allow me to use this clip? I promise, I won't reveal your identities. The last thing I wanted was publicity. We won't sign the release. You can't use this recording. He was right in saying that the infrared recording could not easily identify me, but this feeling was not rational. This was stark paranoia. What if they could augment images or voice on the clip, and things became much clearer in the broadcast? My family was convinced I was a danger to myself, and anything that had the potential of helping them to locate me was out of the question. Lucas's face darkened at the rejection, and I steeled myself for further arguments. Instead, he surprised me by just giving a curt nod, turning on his heel and walking away. I shook my head and kept my eye on the retreating figure. That seemed too easy. Cam put his hands on his hips and also watched the man. I think we have to keep an eye out for that one. I chewed on my cuticle and worried. He seems way too interested in us, but I'm not sure what we can do about it. Let's just be sure he's not around when we're out and about. We should go and find out what he drives. Cam began walking towards the parking lot at the far side of the church, and I followed mutely. Just as we rounded the corner of the building, a red Nissan pulled out of the parking lot and into the street. Zackie proceeded to chase the car a small way down the road. Cam threw his hands up in disgust. Would you cut that out? Enough already with the bad dog behavior. Returning to us from the road, Zackie again flashed the wolfish grin. Honestly, I don't know where she comes up with this stuff.